LSI is Jude and Ava, and it's a organization built on Jude's genius and the couple's genius to build a business. But what LSI does is formulate innovative surgical devices, tools that we as surgeons can use to improve what we do, to make what we do more efficient, to make what we do safer.
We have over 100 unique products now. Some of those products are focused on general surgery, sewing devices, and gynecological surgery, and also our cardiac surgery product line. We've gone from a research-based organization with anywhere from 30 to 80 employees up to now 400 employees focused on product development. We've grown from roughly 3 active buildings to now more than 7 buildings, and our campus has grown from 30 acres to over 60 acres.
The product for cardiac surgeons that is most useful is this device called the core knot. Forever and ever, sutures have been tied by hand. And it's a very effective methodology, but it means that the space that you have to have in order to tie a suture has to be big enough for basically 2 hands, but certainly 1 hand to fit in. LSI turned that on its head by creating a mechanical device that would enable suturing or knot completion without hand tying. It enables us to do very tiny incisions and still get secure knot tying. And then it turns out, and this should be no surprise because it's a reproducible thing as opposed to an art every time you tie a knot, the knots turn out to be better. And that's actually turned out to be an outcome improver as well.
Jude and Ava natively are incredibly intelligent people with a very gifted vision. I like to make a joke in sports references. They constantly see the whole field. Ava looks at the concept on, the administrative side of the business and is able to say, okay, where are we today with our modeling? Where are we with our strategic planning? And how do I help provide for the resource management, oversight, implementation, so that Jude's creativity on the product and process innovation can get implemented and be sustainable. And that's where Jude's creativity brilliance and Ava's administrative brilliance really come together, and they are such a powerful team for LSI Solutions.
There's been instances where literally we'll come to work early in the morning and it's before normal work time, and we'll design and work with Dr. Sauer, Dr. Jude Sauer directly, and we'll work for hours and develop new products by the close of business, which could be 5 or 6 o'clock at night. But then Dr. Sauer has a device that he has in his hands that he can play with at night, and he will stay up all night doing it and come back in the morning with a design change that'll make it better. And the team starts all over again and does it all over again. Where most companies will spend months developing a product on the computer screen over 3 or 4 months, LSI can do it in a matter of hours.
I mean, they started with nothing and have built an amazing international business that does good for people all over the world. What they do is they help save people's lives. And Jude and Ava also are always trying to make things better and better so that surgeons can do a better job at what they do. I mean, I'm sure he could do this from anywhere, what he does, but he chose to stay in Rochester and build his business here.
Jude and Ava decided, I'm guessing about 15 years ago, that they would fund a research position in our division on an annual basis for somebody in our surgery program or our cardiac surgery residency program that wanted to take a year out from training and do research. That's a very big commitment from the two of them, from our division, from that resident or fellow who decides to do it. But it's resulted in us doing a lot of surgical device research and outcomes research, and published a lot of information that's promoted the University of Rochester to a position where we're internationally known in minimally invasive cardiac surgery.
They've taken that kernel of an idea and a decision to be sort of non-traditional in the practice of medicine and have built an enormous company. They've given back to the community. They're doing everything in the manufacturing cycle, right? From thinking of different product ideas, doing the research, doing the development, getting the approvals, manufacturing, distributing, marketing. They are doing everything one could possibly do in business, and they're doing it with great focus and great vision and great plans for the future.
We talk almost every day, or at least several times a week, and we're walking out of the structure, and he turns to me and says, you know, Peter, I don't really care much about the trappings of wealth, but I really love having a good machine shop. And that really speaks to what Jude is about. He's not flamboyant, neither one of them are. If you came across them, you wouldn't know whether they were middle class, upper class, whatever, in terms of wealth. It's his, both of their commitment to actually the bottom line of LSI, which is helping patients.